What's up, everybody? This is Bruce, aka Geektacular, and today I've got another unboxing for you. Today I'm going to be doing kind of a triple unboxing here, and this is for the new Funko line that just came out recently at the beginning of 2018 in January. This is called DC Primal Age. So what this is this is actually a DC collection of toys and a comic book that's exclusive to Target. So you can only get the toys and also the comic book only at Target. And what this is it's kind of like the DC universe meets Masters of the Universe. So the toys are all these like 5.5-inch toys that are kind of done sort of similar to the style of like He-Man, Masters of the Universe, that kind of thing. They're all these larger 5.5-inch toys, and it's kind of got a like sword and sorcery vibe. So Wonder Woman, she already has a sword and a shield, so she doesn't look all that different. But as you can see, like the Batman design here, he's got sort of a chest harness kind of similar to He-Man. He's got kind of the furry bottoms there, furry boots, that kind of thing. He's got a cape, and he's got like a giant golden sword and shield here. So it's actually a collaboration between DC and Funko, which you can see there, the people who make Funko Pops. So it's kind of a mashup there. You can see on the back the kind of the main toys that they have. So they have a couple of villains, the Joker, Scarecrow, King Shark, and Mr. Freeze. And they have 4 heroes, Aquaman, Batman, Green Lantern, and Wonder Woman. They also have some like vehicle-style toys, which are actually these big rideable creatures. So they're significantly bigger. They're sized so that your 5.5-inch figure can ride on them. So they're kind of scaled appropriately. So they're pretty big. And there's also a Batcave playset that you can get that's real big, that's also in this kind of sword and sorcery fantasy sort of style. So this really kind of interests me because I kind of grew up on things like He-Man, and I'm really into fantasy and sword and sorcery sort of stuff, and I love DC Comics. I love Batman, Wonder Woman, that kind of thing. So I at least had to pick up the comic, and I wanted to pick up a couple of the toys. I'm probably not going to pick them all up, but I want to at least get Batman and Wonder Woman, who are typically 2 of my favorite DC Comics heroes. So I thought that would kind of give me a good starting point here, a good idea of what this set is like. But I really just like the artwork. I like the idea. I just think it's really cool. So I wanted to go ahead and pick up at least a couple items from this set. And again, you can only get this in Target. So if you want this, unfortunately, you'll either have to go to like eBay for third-party sellers or get it at Target. So let me just kind of flip through the comic book for you first. So this is the kind of the main source material for this series. I don't think there's any other comics or anything like that that are coming out, or at least that are out initially. This is the only one. It's a 100-page giant edition. And when I got mine at Target, it was actually in a little kind of cardboard stand that was in the toy section. So I looked around in like the magazine section and the book section and things like that for it, but it's actually in its own little stand by the toys in the toy section. So if you're looking for it, I'd go try to find these toys first, and somewhere near there will probably be a little cardboard kind of newsstand thing that has a bunch of these on it. So it's paperback. The artwork is really cool. I just really like the idea. I like the designs and stuff like that. I think they did a really good job. The back is just black with some credits, and it's $10 for this, but it is 100 pages, so you're getting a lot for your money. If you want to see who's involved, there are all the credits right there. But yeah, it's full color, kind of non-glossy, sort of matte paper stocks, and not like the fanciest paper stock. It's kind of like matte newspaper, but it is full color and all that, so that's always nice. I think there's a main 32-page story. So, where's the... I guess there's no table of contents or anything. I wasn't sure. But yeah, so there's kind of this main 32-page story here that has, you know, all the villains and the heroes all in this cool Primal Age style. And then there's a couple of shorts. There's several short stories that are after that. Not quite as long as 32 pages, but I'm thinking it looks like maybe each one focuses on a different character or something like that. And then they have these kind of cool, just sort of like pencil drawing pages kind of built in there. So, yeah, like this one is Batman centric. So they have kind of a black and white drawing on the title page there. And then the rest of the story is regular full color. There's one about the Joker. Let's see, what's this one about? Up here, this one's about Superman. So yeah, each one I think kind of focuses on a different, each of the different heroes. So yeah, it looks really cool. I think they did a really cool job with this as kind of a one-shot thing to go along with the toys. And then at the very end, you can see some layouts that are kind of hand-drawn layouts for DC Primal Age. So you can kind of get a little bit of behind the scenes there. And you can see a full page of the comic from the initial rough layouts to the final design. So yeah, very cool. $10. If you're interested in the idea or the toys or anything, yeah, that's a cool little add-on. So I'm actually going to go ahead and unbox these two action figures as well, so you can kind of see what they're like. I'll go ahead and do Wonder Woman first. They all seem to be packaged kind of similarly, so with the DC Primal Age logo at the top, the name, 5.5-inch action figure. Then they all have kind of in a little baggie behind them their accessories. So Batman, you can see his accessories are in a little bag right there. And then Wonder Woman's are kind of behind her right there. So yeah, Funko and DC again worked on this together, so that's pretty awesome. So you get the UPC and all that stuff in here, and the plastic kind of like wraps around here, like, as you can see. So I'm just going to go ahead and tear that off. Yes, I'm not leaving them mint on card. I like to display them and be able to play with them and hold them and stuff like that. So I am not so much worried about their inherent value. So let's see if we can't go ahead and get these off the card here. So yeah, the plastic's kind of glued onto the back here, so it'll definitely mess up the back of the card when you pull this off. But I think the good thing about this design is that I think the front card will probably remain intact, actually. Let's see. No, because it's glued. Yeah, I guess it's glued on the front too, so no such luck there, but that's okay. All right. So there's the rest of the artwork on the card there. You can kind of see there. So yeah. So here's the toy itself. You kind of see a little bit of the sculpt there. I can get it to zoom in anymore. Yeah, so very cool. Sturdy plastic. It's not like hollow or anything like that. She has painted fingernails, which is pretty cool, as you can see there. This part is kind of like a little flap right there. It's kind of like flexible silicone material. Her elbows don't flex, but she does flex at the shoulders. And her legs flex as well, but her knees do not. So uh, 2 points of articulation there and 2 there. Her cape is also made of this like rubbery silicone stuff. And I think it is removable because there's a little like button right there that's holding it on. So I think you can actually remove it if you want to. And then there's the back of her outfit there. Cool kind of furry boots there. And her head rotates as well. So yeah, very cool. Here's her little accessory bag. So she has 3 accessories. She has a sword, and these are like hard plastic. These aren't like flexible plastic like He-Man weapons. These are like you can kind of hear it, like hard plastic. She has a sword and her shield right there, kind of in this like semi-metallic, basically just gold plastic. They don't really have a coating or anything on it. This is paint right there. So, and then she also has a lasso of truth, which is just like a little piece of string, and it feels like it's like glued together. So I think it's probably just meant to hang off of her figure. So she's got a little hook right here, as you can see. So I'm guessing that you would just hang it like that. And then let's see. On the cover, she's holding the shield in her right hand. So I guess I'll kind of mimic that. Let's see. Let me see how this goes on here. I guess this maybe goes on like, because this has a little thing like that, so it looks like it maybe just goes on her wrist, like that. Or like, yeah, I think it goes on like this. Oop. And then hang this back up here. And her sword, like so. Up. So yeah, that's her. It's her with her accessories right there. Looking pretty cool. So yeah, I guess you can probably do it something like that, maybe. But yeah, so very cool. Let's see if she stands up on her own. I'll probably need to readjust her legs slightly. Oop. Let's see. Yes, so she will stand on her own, like so. So yeah, that is Wonder Woman here. And let's see. Let's do the same thing with Batman here. Let's see if I can maybe just pull it off from the front side. This time might be a little bit easier. There we go. Marginally easier, not really. Easier to get it started, at least. All right. So for Batman, so you can kind of see the sculpt there as well. So he's got his mask is kind of has these like I'm trying to show you here. It's kind of hard to see. Let's see if I can make it a little bit brighter here. So as you can kind of see here, he's got these like stitches on his mask, so it's made to kind of look like it's made of like leather or something like that. And then he has this gold harness, this gold utility belt there, and he's got this furry bottom on, and this is also kind of made of that flexible silicone rubber kind of material. Similarly to Wonder Woman, his legs twist, kind of like a He-Man action figure. His shoulders twist, like that. And his head also twists. And he has this cape. So it's kind of, I think it's kind of weird looking. It's kind of made, I guess, to look like it's furry, like made of fur or something like that. I'm trying to see, I think maybe, I don't see like a connector on this cape, so I think you can just pull it. I think the hole is just big enough that you can pull it up over his head. But I'll go ahead and leave his cape on for now, since that's his look here. He's significantly bulkier than Wonder Woman. His legs and arms are like gigantic. So here's the back. Again, he has a little furry thing there. Yeah, furry boots. No holes in the bottom, just flat bottoms there. And then in his accessory bag, let's see, he just has 2 accessories. So he has a kind of a much larger sword than Wonder Woman has, and it's got like these cool little nicks in it. And it's got a bat hilt right there. And again, it's that like hard plastic, so it's not like flexible or anything like that. This is the same thing. It's made of like that gold colored plastic. It's got the bat symbol on it. So let's see here. So let me go ahead and put, and as you can see, this is actually kind of a cool detail. The wrap on the bottom of his sword, it's purposefully like has kind of like nicks or like wear marks in it. So it looks a lot more like battle worn. So I think that's really cool. I think that gives it kind of a neat look. So let's see if we can get his sword in here. His hands are a lot tighter. There we go. So there's his sword. And then we will, again, I'm pretty sure that this just goes kind of on his wrist here. So like that. So yeah, so I think they're basically kind of meant to hold their shield arm kind of down, because that's sort of how the design is laid out, or kind of hold it like that. And then sort of just hold this up like that. And then I'm assuming he will also be able to stand up on his own, which he does very easily. I'm always kind of annoyed when these toys don't stand up on their own, and I kind of have to like fiddle with them, or if I like breathe wrong around them, they fall over. So these ones actually, the feet are designed, the feet and balance are designed pretty well in that they can both stand up on their own, really without too much manipulation. Although Wonder Woman's a little bit more difficult, I think, just because she's smaller, so the weight kind of isn't distributed quite right at all times. Batman's a little bit easier. I think his legs, because his legs are sturdier, they kind of make it a little bit simpler. So yeah, that is my unboxing for the DC Primal Age Target exclusive comic book, and 2 of the toys, Batman and Wonder Woman. Like I said, they have all these other ones, so if you like any of these characters better, if you want some villains and things like that, I was only able at my local Target to find Batman, Green Lantern, and Wonder Woman. I don't think I saw any Aquaman, and I didn't see any of the villains where I was looking, so they might have just been sold out at the time. But they had a lot of Batmans, so I think that maybe Batman the most. So yeah, that is my unboxing. If you like this video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up down below. That would be awesome. If you like these kinds of videos, if you like unboxings, if you like comic books, if you like collectibles, Funko Pops, Batman, if you like Star Trek, Star Wars, sci-fi, fantasy, you know, any of that kind of stuff, go ahead and click subscribe down below, and also be sure to hit that notification bell down below, so that way you won't miss any of my future videos. So thanks so much for watching, everyone, and I'll catch you next time.